Now we're going to take the case that we've just drawn and import it into vcarve Pro to write the tool pathing so we can cut it out on the CNC router. Uh, if you want to verify your sizes, we can use the dimension tool. Dimension tool is right here. This gives us temporary dimensions, or it gives us guidelines that we can draw on. I prefer this dimension tool right here. This dimension tool gives permanent dimensions. It's a little easier to read. Now, one of the limiting factors with the app version of SketchUp is that it always gives us in foot and inches instead of just inches like the downloaded version can. But I'm just clicking endpoints and I'm verifying. Oops. And if you screw up, you can hit escape or you can hit Control V or Control C, which is undo, Control Z, which is undo. So I can see that I'm 15 inches by 20 inches. That's good for my side. My bottom shelf is 20 and a half inches, which is perfect. And I can see my back. It's funny here. We don't want our back to actually look like this, so it's a good thing that we wheeled around to the back. We want our back to be straight across. So we're just going to add a line here. And then if I just take and push that, we'll see what happens. Actually, instead of doing that, what we should do is just bring our back down so it goes all the way down to the bottom. The other thing that we want to make sure that we have done is that everything is a component. So when I click on it, it should all turn blue. Now, here's a problem, and I'm kind of glad that I made this mistake so that you can learn from it. I forgot to make the bottom of my cabinet a component. See, when I double click on this, it's going to connect with the back as well. They're going to merge. So what I can do is I'm just going to hit Control Z a few times to undo what I've done. And you can see here I got to the Control Z where I don't have the back, but I've got my bottom selected still. So what I'm going to do is verify that I've got the bottom all selected. It's all blue. I'm going to right click on it and say make component. I'm going to call it my bottom. I hit OK. Now that makes it its own entity so we don't make the mistake that I just did in fusing or merging the back to the bottom. So now I can go ahead and draw my rectangle again down to the corner, and now I'll pull this out flush, or I can pull it out and snap it, or I can just type in 0.75. And now my back, I don't have that funny spot on the back. It comes all the way down. But don't forget to make your back. Double click on it so you can see it's all blue. And then we're going to make this a component called the back. Those are easy steps to forget if we don't do them. But with Control Z, we can undo just about all those issues. Okay, so I need to now download this. Excuse me, I sneezed there. I need to download this to the downloaded version. I can't take the uploaded version or the cloud version and bring it into vcarve, which is the program that will turn it into XYZ coordinates for the CNC router. The issue that I'm going to have, because I've got this here, is it's going to download all of this. So if you did draw the cabinet to the left of it, we're just going to erase it right now. And then we want to save this thing. I'm going to hit save as because I don't want to save the part that I erased. I'm just going to call this Euro box, Euro cabinet 1, and hit save here because I only want these parts to get downloaded. So I'm going to come up here. Now I'm going to hit download. Make sure you download it in a 2017 version. And now you'll see it's downloaded right here, Eurobox Cabinet 1.skp. So we're kind of done with SketchUp for now. You don't have to close SketchUp, but you can let it run in the background. You want to go find this program right here. Maybe in this ribbon, but it's called vcarve Pro. and we're going to go to vcarve Pro 9.0. So up until now, you could do all of this at home on the SketchUp Cloud app, but now you have to use a computer at school to do this last step. So I'm going to maximize this. This is the program that actually controls the CNC router. I'm going to come here and hit Create New File, and under Job Setup, we want to check that all this stuff is accurate. So starting at the top, we're going to have a single-sided top. We don't want to do double-sided. That would be if it was two-sided, we'd cut one side and flip the board over and cut out the other side. We're not going to do that. Our job size, mine defaults that, but we're 48 inches wide by 96 inches long. That's a sheet of plywood. Our sheets of plywood is 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch thick. Our Z0 position has to be machine bed. If we don't do this, it's going to screw up and cut all the way through our board, or it's going to cut through the bed of the router. And then the datum position, the XY, this is the 00, is going to be the bottom left corner. So what we did there is just set up the board. Now we want to import the drawing into SketchUp.